Now we see you the dog.
Cool with them. I kept kept that pound. Yeah. Not pound, because they need to be like, I like to explain it. Like, it's like they can just face each other, but nothing actually happens. Yeah. And confident to the down. She doesn't flirt with them. Even that, unless I go outside, watch cruise, or they say that that I can say make you, because I mean, advice to say make you know your values, to say you see the be like, she doesn't usually go, usually do it. They tell you say that kind of thing is so, I don't believe. Still, that time is sweet here. I've seen the after I kiss somebody, I should have do this. Should I kiss me like that? I just kiss somebody else. I kiss somebody else, I'm like, come on, like that. And I should kiss him for me, I should like, I should like, why?
Hey, my God, oh, the analysis and confusion that is going on out online right now. Did Dede and Kola kiss? Did they not kiss? Did they cuddle? Did they peck? Hey, you see what I told you about these housemates, right? I warned you people. I said, don't put your foot down and say, my faith can't do this. My faith cannot do this. They can never do this. They will ever do it. Oh, let me just tell you people now. This is their own real world and they are living it. They're going to make mistakes. They're going to strategize all sorts of strategy that is not going to work out. They're going to pour mud on our faces and their faces, and you just have to accept it. That's the beauty of reality TV. But sometimes you people like to overanalyze and you put these people on a pedestal, and when they cannot meet up, you will now be fighting and analyzing. And oh my God, I just love the Big Brother 10/10 housemates. They are giving us what we signed up for. Welcome to BB Niger Updates on Leadership TV. I am Cynthia Onado, your host, and I love to talk Big Brother. You know, I love to bring you the latest updates from the house. And last night I was gagged. A lot was going on. The housemates were playing messy truth or their games. Big Brother was, of course, forcing them to face their fears, playing all sorts of scary sounds. Like yesterday was just a lot. I wanted to sleep, but I said, if I close my eyes for 1 minute, I'm going to miss something. So please watch to the very end of this video because I'll be talking everything that has to do with what happened last night. The messy truth or their games, of course, the scary antics from Big Brother. There's a bit of Isabella and her friendship with, we're seeing Sultana and Big Society. I don't even know what's going on there. Oga Kola with his normal media rounds on top of Coin's head. I'll be analyzing all of that here. So please stay to the very end. And you can follow us on all our social media platforms. Like our posts and share and also leave a comment. I would love to hear from you. But of course, like I said, we'll be starting from the very top. And we'll be coming to the kiss. Don't worry, calm down. I will be analyzing the kiss, okay? We'll be analyzing and, unfolding and refolding and all of that. So please stay till the very end of this video. All right, yesterday, after some of the diary sessions that happened, we saw Kola sitting down with Zita. I don't know when that friendship started, though. Me, I'm even surprised. And they started psychoanalyzing Coin, talking about he's a child, the way he talks. I don't like the way he talks, Zita was like, I tried to sit down and have a conversation with him one day, but I just couldn't understand. He was just rambling. He talks like a child. And Kola said something that surprised me. Okay, first of all, Zita made mention of she couldn't even understand how Dede and Koin were friends. Because Koin talks like a child, like she doesn't even know what they discuss. You get? So Kola was like, okay, Dede speaks pidgin. He doesn't like girls that speak pidgin. Dede is all about the aesthetics. He's like, I'm not trying to drag him. He's like your normal Nepo baby now. Schooled in London, lives in London. He's all about aesthetics. So I think I understand why he said he doesn't like when a girl speaks pidgin. But you're a Nigerian, all right? And if you're looking at all their aesthetics, you really get to know people for who they are. But that's Kola for you, all right? We love him like that. He's talking about Dede and the fact that she speaks pidgin. He doesn't really like it. And Zita was talking about that attitude rubbing off on Mide. Yesterday, Kola went on his normal media rounds. He started with Jason J, speaking to him. He said, Jason J doesn't like me, Mide, he psychoanalyzed Mide's friendship with Dede, and that one was just vomiting. Dede said this, she said that. She said I should leave you. She likes you, blah, blah, blah. And he finally got to Koin. Okay, guys, let's just watch the video and then we'll come back to continue and talk more.
Can you remember that toggle ball thing with the keyboard that he did with me? Since then I say, but anyways, we had
I
a
don't know why he's not vibing. Is this childish? I don't know how to explain it. Am I
I feel
tripping?
like no. I feel like I spoke to him. I went like he was trying to explain and back and
I
forth.
feel like he doesn't know how to.
After that conversation, I was like, what the fuck? Hell no.
I think he's not great at putting it's not articulate.
He doesn't speak.
Yeah, I don't know.
And I am very
He might be my
confused.
cousin of mine.
And I'm very confused. So how even did it? How did not close the Dede?
That's when I began to get a little ick. Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
Like, no offense, but like, even when a girl speaks pidgin, I get a little ick from it too. Like, I like the girl, don't get me wrong. I like how, like, they like her. But I get a little.
I know I want to be chill with these housemates. You know, people have different ways they survive, and especially in an environment, a closed space like that with so many people. But it's beginning to look like this is strategy for Kola. Because every week, why does he always have to talk about Jason or Coin or Dede? It's beginning to look like he drops hints with housemates. He drops, or rather plants seed and say, oh, this person, blah, blah, blah. And he just leaves you to carry on the conversation. It's beginning to look like a strategy. And we are calling it media rounds. Kola is not this naive, love-sick puppy that we think he is. He's actually somebody that is very smart. He knows what he's doing. Everything he says, whoever he talks to, anybody he gets close to, he knows exactly what he is doing. He's very strategic. I give him that exactly. So let's move on now. Okay, at night, we saw Big Soso in a conversation with Sultana. And I think Sultana was complaining to her about Jason J. You know, that their relationship, I don't even understand. All right, Jason has made it known that, okay, I have a girlfriend outside of the house. I'm quite loyal to her. But we saw him form a close friendship with Dede, you know, in their conversations. Obviously he likes her, and then all of a sudden, I don't even know how Sultana came into the picture, but what we can see between Jason and Sultana is like a sexual chemistry. He goes to her bed to cuddle every night, they kiss, they do all the licking and all the whatever. In short, Sultana, to me, she's kind of, I don't want to say loose, she's kind of this lady that she leaves herself for any kind of physical touch in the house. I've seen her maybe with culture, even the coin keys. She's this person that's, I'm not saying she should be uptight, but you know, I don't really like how a lady just leaves herself to be touched by every and anybody. So we see that play out a lot with Jason, but it seems like there's an imbalance in their relationship because it's looking like Sultana loves and respects what she has with Jason more than he does with her. He really doesn't care. He can be with her this minute, and the next minute he has gone to have an hour or 2 hours long conversation with Dede, and then she'll start being in her feelings. But last week we saw Big Soso drag Dede and call her all sorts of unprintable names and say, okay, you are in a relationship with my boys, you are playing with their emotion, you are turning their head. She is somebody I can call the biggest critic in the house. But let us watch her conversation with Sultana, and then we come back to discuss more.
For example, if this is not here, you don't really have any other person you talk to as much, especially the male favor. So maybe if you have another male person that you spend more time with, you see his reaction.
Right.
Instead of reacting.
So who
That's
would
what I'm
that
thinking.
be?
I'm assessing everybody.
Who would that be?
It cannot be Ruben, because they know it's just...
It could be.
True, actually.
It
More
could be. You
time.
don't know.
Sir, book a family. For real, just try it for a few days. And we'll see.
Remember that conversation that me, you, and Ruboy had?
Which one?
You've forgotten. The Ruboy said it on the table.
Oh.
So I can just lean
True,
into
actually.
Okay, they call themselves Ariwa sisters. They are both from northern Nigeria, from the same part of Nigeria. So they always have this close relationship. They share secrets from the house, private discussions. I think Sultana shared with Big Soso that she's unhappy. Probably Jason J ignored her or is not speaking to her or something. And then she said, I feel like he's doing it to trigger me or to get a reaction from me. And Big Soso advised her and said, okay, don't even react. Just keep quiet. Just look for another person that you will use to make him jealous. And the person that they were debating on was Rude Boy. I don't like, Big So, you are the biggest hypocrite in this house. Because how are you having unprintable names to call Dede, who hasn't even, cuddled or kissed any of these guys as at when this happened? And you are calling her unprintable names, prostitute, this and that. You are, confusing three men. But here you are advising your sister to stay with a man that obviously has a relationship outside without even respecting herself and, giving her game, cooking up means to make him jealous. Doesn't that make you a hypocrite, honestly? These people, their matter just tire me. But let's move on now. Something surprising happened yesterday. I saw Isabella having a conversation with Big Soso and, Sultana, talking about Thelma and the fact that, Thelma was really mean to her in the house when Kaikumi was, in the house. She even had to ask Kaikumi, is there anything that is joining you and this girl? Why does she hate me this way? Why does she dislike me this way? She took Thelma as a friend, but Thelma didn't reciprocate that. But recently, she has started seeing Thelma, trying to come close to her and all of that. And then she remembers all the mean things Thelma did to her. And she doesn't want to be her friend. She doesn't care and blah, blah, blah. And then she was even in tears. And I was surprised because Sultana and Big Soso are one of maybe Isabella's biggest enemies in that house. They always have nasty things to say about her. He talked about her body, that her butt is fake, her lips are fake. She used lip fillers. The money that she used to work on her lips and her hips, she should have used it on personal hygiene. She's dirty. But let us watch this and then we'll come back to talk more. I surprised me. I actually loved it because it seems the ladies this season don't really have that relationship with each other. That's why I said, last week that I don't think, or rather this week, when Mensan won the most influential person or the housemate, I was quite surprised. I feel like, I don't really see any girl winning this because the ladies in the house are not even, they don't have that relationship. All right. We were even thinking we have a 6 months with, between Dede and Mide, but Mide shocked us a few days ago when she was just spilling and spilling and spilling. Okay, we also saw the Sultana, Gigi factor, but Gigi is evicted. She's out of the house now. So maybe we'll see like some Sultana and Big Soso. But the ladies this season don't really like each other and they don't even hide it. They make it really, really known. Yesterday was very fun in the house. The housemates gathered around the table and we're having this round table game, truth or dare, lemon this, lemon that, lemon 31, lemon 30, lemon D, and whenever, it gets to you, you get to ask somebody a very, very, very controversial question or a dare or what have you. And Thelma asked Koin what the kiss was all about. And Koin was like, we are just playing a game. It was normal and blah, blah, blah. I think I actually give kudos to Koin because he still hides some of the, what led that very, very night to that kiss. Because the way he talks about it, it's not exactly what we watched. Because I remember they moved from the kitchen before they got to the closet. The kissing even started from the kitchen before. And I don't really think those two people were tipsy. They knew what they were doing. But Koin, I actually felt he would be this kiss and tell kind of person. But he doesn't even reveal the details of that day. Imisi was also told to twerk. At a point, she was asked to take off Kola's clothes. I think the housemates have a problem with Kola and Imisi's relationship. I don't know why they are trying to mod that relationship or siblingship. They should leave it the way it is. Kola was asked, who is Imisi to you? And he said, she's my confidant, she's my cook, she's my junior sister, I like her and all of that. And then at a point, Imisi was asked again, take off Kola's shit. Just crazy, crazy, crazy things. But there's one part of that truth or dare game that actually spiraled into what we witnessed the entire night. That's talking about the kiss. Okay, let us watch some of these truth and dare activities and then we'll be back.
So it was just the question and answer. So and there were rules to it. That was
okay.
Yeah.
Question and answer. Okay. Interesting.
Real.
Peck on the lips. I said peck on the lips. No. Peck on the lips. Peck on the lips. If you don't start, peck on the cheek. Peck on the cheek. Peck on the cheek. Peck on the cheek. That's just a way for me to ask you.
Wow, so I did the wrong move by bringing this cup to this table.
Repeat the question again.
Cheek, attractive female.
Yes. Citrus.
Ooh, why is the comment?
Why do you want?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
I give it to this 10 over 10 housemates, you know, they are giving the drama that we subscribed for. Jason J, I think he asked Bright Morgan a very controversial question. He said, Bright, if you have the opportunity to be in the house and, you know, have a sheep and lose your relationship, or you be evicted and you still have a relationship, one or two, and then he chose the first one. And I'm like, Bright Morgan's girlfriend outside the house, wherever you are, please start saying serious prayers, because another madam is about to overtake you. Okay, your spot is in danger. So pray and pray very, very hard. But then, while the truth and dare game was getting really, really spicy, it was fun. All of a sudden, we started hearing very, you know, scary sounds like animals. You know, Big Brother said this week, the theme of this week is all about facing your fears. The ninja has, you know, came in yesterday and were putting worms on the housemates. Really, you know, they were screaming for their dear lives. And even before they sleep and even when they wake up to very scary sounds like animals or, you know, ghosts or something. And that was exactly what they went through yesterday. They were hearing really scary sounds. Big Brother was scaring them. They were running from one part of the house to another. Most of the housemates were really hilarious. Imisi culture, you know, they were really making they were really making the whole night really fun and, you know. And then at a point, Coin was put as the watchman. It was like the housemates against Big Brother. They had to go stand by the door to kind of listen to what was happening. Like, okay, is a ninja coming? And they went to stand by the door to listen to any sound. And then they said they were hearing sounds of animals, like dogs, people stomping their legs. It was very, very scary. And at a point, Coin was made the vigilante for the night. I'm like, if Big Brother stands in his ninjas, are you people going to fight them? It was the housemates against Big Brother. They're like, okay, Big Brother, if you have strong head, we too, we have our own strong head. It was fire for fire, war for war. I love these housemates. Yesterday was a movie. They were ready for anything Big Brother was going to bring to them. If the ninjas were going to come into the house, they were going to be very prepared. But I was asking, okay, even if the ninjas appear from nowhere, you guys going to fight them? It was very, very hilarious. But then some of the ladies were saying, oh, I'm scared, I'm scared. Zita was like, oh, I wish Damboski was here. He's going to protect me. And then Rude Boy was like, what am I now here for? Am I not protecting you? And all of a sudden, Thelma was like, I would love to sleep in the midst of K-Bobo and Kola. We've seen Kola and Thelma get really close this week. Oh. Thelma even cooks for him, keeps food for him. I was seeing something, you know, building up there. And then all of a sudden, during the truth and dare, Kola was asked to peck a girl in the house that he likes. And, you know, the housemates were already cheering him up, thinking he was going to Dede. And he just disappointed everybody and went to kiss Thelma. I was like, what is going on? Okay. He has a plan. He has a mission. Remember that for the past 1 or 2 weeks, Bright Morgan has been in his ears and telling him, guy, stay away from Dede. Give her space. Know your worth. You get, Bright Morgan has been hyping him up. So I'm like, okay, maybe this is what he's applying. All of a sudden, you know, hey, the camera just turned And we saw Dede on, Kola's bed. I used to think that was Zita's bed. Okay, that should be Zita's bed, but because Zita was with HOH, so Kola was on that bed. And I don't even understand this production crew. They should better mind themselves. So, but I think that they are saving those clips for Showmax, because all of a sudden we saw Kola and Dede whispering to each other. Oh, you're a bad boy. I know you like bad boys. Blah blah blah. Today is the best day of your life. Tomorrow will be ready to explain yourself. It's like I don't get it. The pecking that we witnessed during the game, does it have something to do with Dede going to meet Kola? Because this one is not Kola that came to her bed, though. It was Dede that went to Kola's bed. And in the internet, while I was watching that, I was also online, and the arguments that were going on, people were dragging each other. They're like, oh, Dede has followed my hand. Kola's fans were like, yes, she has been pretending she likes him. She doesn't even have any relationship outside of the house. She's faking. And I was so confused, like, Dede. I felt that we had one particular lady I'm not saying that girls should not go into the house and fall in love or be in a relationship. I'm not dragging any lady, but over time, this is the 10th Big Brother season. We always see ladies being disappointed by guys in the house, or even being used. You form a relationship with a guy in the house, and then he's going behind your back, spilling everything. Oh, I kissed her today, I touched her today. They'll come outside of the house and deny each other. Time and time again, we see women being disappointed, being murdered from this show. All right? You come out of the house and the guy denies the girl totally, like, oh, it was just for the game and blah, blah. So while Dede was really putting her foot down, I have a boyfriend outside of the house, I'm faithful to my relationship, I was praising her. I said, okay, finally, a lady that is quite set in her ways, using, not just saying, I don't want to be in a relationship, I don't like anybody in this house. She actually has a strong reason, which is her relationship outside of the house. That is her reason. She didn't just decide that all the guys in this house are not fine, I don't like anybody. She has a real reason. So I said, okay, finally, a girl that would put her foot down and mind her business and play her game and go home and win the money. Even if you don't win the money, you get your fans and then you go home. You've made your mark in the Big Brother game. But yesterday, I was just confused. I'm like, what is going on? Girl, what are you doing? I felt like tapping her from the TV screen. What are you doing on that bed? Stand up. Also, oh yeah, stand up. What are you doing there? Because the most annoying thing is the person that she's even doing this with, Kola. Hey, we know Kola and his normal media rounds. We know how he goes. He's not somebody that can close his mouth. Whatever happens, he either spills it to Bright Morgan or Imisi, or it can even extend. Kola can be in the middle of like table full of 10 people and he tabling his matter there. Kola has no filter. Like he's not somebody that can keep secrets. That's what I've discovered from him. So I'm like, Dede is seen as this hard-hearted girl in the house. A lot of people want to humble her, especially Bright Morgan. We know Bright. He doesn't like Dede. Right from day one, he went on and on in the diary room. This girl, she's rude. Big Brother, she didn't hug me and all of that. Since that day, he has made it known that this girl, I don't like her. So any opportunity to humble her, they will take it up quickly and fast. And now Dede being on the same bed with Kola, I don't know what the next 24 hours is going to be like, or even the rest of this week. Kola is going to go on an entire media round and talk about, oh, we did this, we did that. He already did it this morning with Imisi and Bright. Like, he didn't even disappoint. He did it already. Let us listen to this update he was giving to both Imisi and Bright and saying, oh, I had a nice night with Dede and this and that. We'll come back and talk about whether they really kissed or they did not kiss. I mean, the camera did not show us. The confusion is too much. It's even disturbing my brain. Let us watch this and we'll be back.
With them, I told you kept that pound versus not pound, call it a little bit. Like, I like experience. Like, it's like they can just face each other, but nothing actually happens. Confidently, she doesn't flirt with them. That's when I say I go outside, watch cruise, or anything. They say I told you, one of my best. Push me form to all the time, I know, cry, was if I like the fact that she was the one that came to somebody else. Okay, someone that like, come on, like, and I felt that she be simple and she like, but I feel like, what's it called? She is, I won't be surprised if it eventually happens during that's how I will be surprised. But right now, I don't want to be too, because she don't do school, clean school, and all that stress too much and more. But I will keep.
They've not even had their breakfast, and Kola is already spilling. You see what? You see what I said? I'm scared for Dede in that house because she had her strategy on lock. The fisherwoman herself, she had 3 guys on her matter, and she was able to juggle every single one of them and give them the attention that they needed. Everybody had their purpose. Kola was for emotional discussions. Jason J had his own. Coin, the bestie, the one who makes her breakfast, and it's been going well, and her strategy has been working for her. I don't know why people would even want to drag her, because how will you go and say you want to win 450 million and you won't have a strategy? Really, I don't get it. And over time, like I said before, we've seen girls come into the house, ladies, women, and even forget the purpose of them being there. They'll just fall head over heels for men that they barely even know, and then forget the reason why they are there. But Dede having this strong mindset, I was actually proud and looking forward to what her game plan was going to be for the next 10 weeks. I see her as a finalist, even a potential winner. But with this particular move now, it seems like Kola has the upper hand, because he's going to go and take the matter around. And they'll be like, is it not you that said you have boyfriend? And you are laying down on the bed with a man and kissing and cuddling? I don't know what this says for her strategy moving forward, but let us wait and see. The media rounds have started already. The modding has started. But you guys should take it easy with the way you drag these housemates, all right? They are humans. This is their real life experience. They would make mistakes. You know, they would apply their strategies. Some will work, some would not work. But let us just be entertained. Sit back, relax, and watch the show. You don't have to overanalyze every single thing. But I'm always excited anytime I come here to talk Big Brother. And I also love to hear from you. Please share your thoughts with me in the comment section, and like and follow all our social media platforms. I'll be back tomorrow with more trending stories from the Big Brother house. I'm still Cynthia Onado. Bye.
Be part of our brand. Leadership for God and